NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Fort Loramie Redskins will take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Craig Louth, and it's the season opener for the Fort Loramie Redskins, and it's also homecoming night here at Botkins, so the atmosphere is rather lively as we're about to have the introduction of the starting lineups. It's going to be a little bit of a tough task for the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Yeah, they come in, they have no returning letterman on this year's varsity team, so and being first game of the year, they're going to have first game jitters, so you really never know what you're going to get first night.
And they're under first-year coach Mitch Westerheide. Of course, Mitch, the athletic director at Fort Loramie, and quite familiar with the Fort Loramie athletic scene. And Mitch has coached at a variety of places before taking on the head coaching job after the 9 seasons of Corey Britton. But, boy, when you take a look at no letterman returning,
yes,
that's a challenge.
Yes, it is. That's a big challenge.
Now, when you look at the Botkins Trojans, they had their tip-off classic last week, and one thing, it was pretty obvious, the Trojans have a little bit of offensive oomph.
Yeah, they do. They beat Riverside and Waynesfield last week to win the Myers Tip-Off Classic. They were led in scoring by Colin Dosak. He come in, he scored 42 points in those 2 games. Rylan Paul ended up with 29 points through the game. And Russell Lenhart, he ended up with 24. So there's some firepower there for Botkins.
Yeah, they jumped out. Of course, we had both those games on NK Telco Sports, and the Trojans against Waynesfield, Goshen, they jumped out to just an incredible, I think it was a 17 or 18-point run to start the season, and they never really looked back in either game. Yeah. Let's put it that way. So, as always, here at Botkins, it is a lively environment. Student section always making their presence known here, and we're just moments away from our national anthem and then the introduction of our starting lineups. Botkins comes in, as we said, 2-0 on the season under head coach Phil Groves. Coach Groves 42-13 in his 3rd season as the head coach for the Trojans, 15-10 a year ago, and their 3rd straight home game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have our national anthem here on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Big crowd on hand here on homecoming night for the Trojans. The King and Queen, of course, in pre-basketball ceremonies here earlier. J.J. Meyer, the King. Mulaney Maurer, the Queen. And that and some wonderful activities that took place about 5:30 here this evening in the Botkins Athletic Complex. And a shout out to them and the entire court. Very nice ceremony here at, like I said, about a half hour before the start of the junior varsity contest. Now we've got our starting lineups coming up here for tonight's game. Number 11, Alex Berger. This is the Fort Loramie Redskins. Number 21, Max Maurer. Number 33, Spencer Knopf.
Number 34, Carter Gasson.
And number 34, Carter Gasson.
And number 40,
Ty Kemper. So it's Berger, Maurer, Knopf, Gasson, and Kemper.
And Kyler Ludlow.
Those are our starters here tonight. And of course here in Botkins, they dim the lights. And the student section gets with it, as well as public address announcer. And we're going to introduce the Botkins Trojans here for the homecoming night contest with Fort Loramie.
Okay, Trojan fans, welcome to game number 3. And get up, get on your feet and make some noise for head coach Botkins Trojans. Starting out one guard, he's in 5 foot 11 senior, number 2,
Ryland Paul, number 2.
Starting at another guard, he's in 5 foot 8 senior, number 3.
And number 3, J.J. Meyer.
Starting at another guard, he's in 5 foot 11 junior, number 1,
And number 1, Colin Dosick. And number 14, Russell Lenhart. Lenhart, a junior. And number 24, Gordon Herzog. That's the starters for the Botkins Trojans. And let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight. All brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the visiting Fort Loramie Redskins under head coach Mitch Westerheide.
For Fort Loramie, they need to take care of the ball and limit their turnovers. Second, they need to execute in the half court. And third, they need to play sound, disciplined gap defense.
And for the Botkins Trojans of head coach Phil Groves.
Coach Groves wants to defend with high energy and effort for 32 minutes. They want to rebound their first shot, and they want to connect on their free throws and their threes.
Set for Shelby County Athletic League basketball. Thanks for joining us here at NK Telco Sports. And the Redskins will have the basketball first on their first possession of this new season.
Going to be a quick foul. J.J. Meyer.
And a foul called Botkins, number 3, J.J. Meyer. That's his first and team first.
Loramie with definitely a size advantage on their guards.
Berger will inbound it right at the Botkins Trojans bench as Colin Dosick will tie his shoe, and we're set for basketball. Berger will inbound it, gets it into Maurer. Max Maurer will handle it out front. Paul will guard him. Maurer goes to the right side. Carter Gasson looks inside. Meyer on him. Fort Loramie. Tell you one thing with Botkins, they set the tempo in those first 2 games with pressing defense. Ball is loose. Lenhart will come up with it. Rolls the bucket home, and boy, just like that, Fort Loramie turns it over, and Botkins takes advantage.
And that's the number one thing Coach didn't want, was take care of the ball and limit them turnovers.
Botkins has had some great starts in these first 2 games. Another turnover. Dosick, he'll bring it up. He'll go to his left. Meyer comes out, gets it to Herzog. Back over to Meyer. He'll go to the baseline. Gasson on him. Back out front it goes. Dosick into the lane. Finds Paul for the 3. 5-0 our score. Into the lane, Fort Loramie. It's going to be a whistle and a foul. To the disbelief of the Botkins folks.
Yeah.
Number 2, Ryder Paul, that is first, and he's second.
That's going to put Max Maurer at the free throw line to see if Fort Loramie, with 6:26 to go in that First National Bank Take First scoreboard, can get their first points of the season.
There it is.
Maurer will connect.
Maurer, a 6'2" junior.
Second free throw also good. 5-2 our score. Botkins with the lead.
I don't know if Loramie's kind of playing a 1-3-1 zone.
Dosick with the basketball. He'll go inside, gets it out to Herzog. Herzog to the baseline. Tries to find the cutting Paul, but that'll result in a turnover as Maurer puts it up off the glass, no good. He'll come back with his own rebound. Gasson will have it out front. Working on Meyer. Gasson tries to go inside, but he'll have to come back out to Knopf. Gasson looks to his left. That's Maurer. Maurer will come out and pick the basketball up. Maurer into the lane. Gasson. Meyer on him.
Oh, that's going to be his second.
Second foul will go against Meyer. So quickly off the bench for the Trojans will come Noah Top. 6'1" junior. Comes in for Meyer, who picks up the foul. So Top, number 23, into the lineup. Gasson. Maurer will bring it back out. Fort Loramie will be patient. Down by 3 here, early going. Kemper, ball taken away by Herzog. Herzog to the baseline. He'll stop, gets it back out, then move it around. There's the 3 by Paul. Shot doesn't go, and nice position inside by the big 6'3" junior and Knopf. Gasson back out. Open. Maurer. Shot. No good. Lenhart had it. And Dosick will come down with it. Herzog. Nice move. Going to draw the foul. That's going to go against, I believe, Ty Kempfer.
Yeah, I think they got him with the ball.
Team's first. Kemper's first, obviously. Off the bench comes Carter Eilerman, 6'3" junior. Lenhart, he finds Paul back out top of the key, and Dosick. Dosick over to the right, and Paul into the lane. He'll lose it out of bounds. That's a turnover.
That's their second. He made it through, but just lost control of the ball.
He wanted a foul when he made that first step, but no call. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. Fort Loramie will clear it out as Maurer will bring it up. Going right at Paul. Berger, inside pass to Maurer, back out to Gasson. Shot no good. Carter Gasson had a nice look that time. Shot doesn't go as Top has the basketball. Dosick into the lane, feeds Lenhart. He'll draw the foul from Max Maurer.
It's going to be Maurer's first, team second of the first quarter.
That's going to put Russell Lenhart at the free throw line.
He's 2 of 3 on the season, 66.7%.
Lenhart had a nice first couple of ball games for Botkins. Misses the front end of the free throw.
He had 24 points and 3 rebounds in those 2 games.
Connects on that free throw, and it's 6-2. Gasson, he'll bring it across the timeline. In the corner is Berger. He'll come out.
Trap him.
Takes that step.
4th turnover on the Redskins so far.
Herzog gets it in. Here comes Dosick. 4-point Botkins lead. Paul into the lane. Short jumper. Nothing but net. Timeout, Fort Loramie. All timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. Full timeout. Our score, Botkins 8, Fort Loramie 2. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Fort Loramie takes the timeout. Ball slipped inside, got a nice jumper. Botkins up by 6 here in the first quarter.
Redskins still looking for their first field goal made, while Botkins started off 3 of 4.
Maurer out front. Carter Eilerman with the basketball. Back over to Berger. Berger goes to Gasson. Gasson looking inside at Knopf. Ball goes to the floor. Almost a turnover. Top had it. Now Paul comes up with it. It is a turnover. Paul inside. Shot doesn't go. There's Leonard. Tries to stick it back up. Gets caught inside a little bit too far, and the ball will go out of bounds. As Herzog will bounce it off of one of the Fort Loramie players. Eli Heitkamp, a freshman, into the lineup for Fort Loramie. Inbounds pass comes to Paul. Fort Loramie's got to find some offense here. They can play, some defense, and Herzog goes inside. But the problem has been just that. They've been able to drive on the Redskins and lead now at 10-2 on that first national back. And Paul, with the good defense, creates the turnover.
6 turnovers now on Fort Loramie.
Dosick on Heitkamp. Back over to Herzog. He thought about it, puts it on the floor. Top with the basketball. Looks inside, will bring it back out to Dosick. Dosick working on Heitkamp into the lane. Scoops it out to Herzog for 3. Pops in and out. Ball tipped out, but let's see who the foul is on. That's going to go against Dosick.
That's his first, team 4th.
So Fort Loramie is going to go to the free throw line here in a little bit. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Trojans with 4 fouls. Of course, the rule change this year. Most folks by now are familiar with it, but you shoot 2 after 5 fouls on the 5th foul in a quarter. Berger with it. Back out front, it goes to Eilerman. Eilerman guarded by Herzog. They'll move it around to the right side and Heitkamp. Knopf with it. Heitkamp battle inside, but not much developed. Leonard's going to have a steal. He'll go in and lay it up. Fort Loramie is going to call another timeout with 2:05 to go. Leonard's got 5 points. 30-second timeout. So we'll remind you that tonight's game between Botkins and Fort Loramie brought to you by First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Other sponsors, CarriageWorks, Chiltech LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Securicom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, and St. Henry Bank and WCSM Radio. Replays of tonight's contests on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app. Channel 154 on December the 11th at 6 p.m. Channel 158, December the 11th at 6 p.m. and on channels 3 and 503 on December 22nd at 6 p.m. and December 23rd at 8 p.m. Let's see what Coach Mitch Westerheide has instructed the Redskins to do. Outside jumper, no good by Ireland. Rebound comes down to Paul. Dosick back over to Paul. He'll go into the lane. Back out front. It goes to Top. Top over to Paul.
Loramie now man-to-man.
There's
Nice
the
pass.
feed. Dosick. And the bucket there by Grant Flora. Number 34, the senior, off the bench and into the lineup, scores a big bucket, and it's 14-2.
Loramie just needs to find a bucket. They haven't had one yet.
Here comes Dosick. Into the lane, pushes it to the corner. Top shot, no good. Rebound.
Nice position.
Grant Flora. Second bucket of the night, and the Trojans are just on a run. This is exactly what happened in their 2 opening contests of the season.
Nice steal. 8 turnovers now.
Here comes the break. Dosick pulls up, shot blocked.
Out of bounds, that'll say Botkins basketball.
Maurer with the block.
Fort Loramie, number 33, Spencer Luff, and 34, Carter Gasson.
It's a hard game to play when you can't score.
Yeah. Coach Westerheide,
very difficult game.
He doesn't know what to do. He's trying different combinations, and there's almost a steal.
Paul will have it. 20 seconds. Botkins just in control of this one already. 16-2 our score. Top back over to Paul. They'll be patient. Clock is at 8 seconds. Top comes out to set the pick. Inside it goes to her other floor.
Nice.
Herzog misses the shot. Fadeaway, no good. Battle for the rebound. Flora has it. He goes to the floor, but Heitkamp will help him up, and that ends quarter number 1, our score. Botkins 16, Fort Loramie 2. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Botkins will have the basketball starting quarter number 2. Trojans off to a great start, 16-2.
Yeah, that was all Botkins in that first quarter.
Take a look at those numbers, Craig. Give us a line here on that first quarter.
In the first quarter, Botkins out-rebounded Fort Loramie.
Paul with a missed shot. Leonard gets it, puts it up and in.
Out-rebounded Fort Loramie, 8-3 turnovers. Loramie had 8, and Botkins only had 2.
And that's been a consistent performance for the Trojans. They have not had many turnovers. I'll have to go back to the stat sheet, but not many turnovers this season for the Trojans.
And probably the biggest thing is Loramie only got off 5 shots total. 3 from three-point land and 2 twos.
Botkins in their first 2 games had only 14 turnovers, which is only 7 a game. Foul there. That's Herzog. Goes against Herzog. His first, team's first. Noah Top is back in for the Trojans as Grant Flora will go out. Flora came off the bench, got a couple of big baskets. almost had a third. Well, they almost had a great assist down there to end that
Another
first
turnover.
quarter. They untangle each other, and up court they come. Top has it inside Lenhart. Lenhart wants to move, makes it, fade away. Oh, in and out. Rebound comes down to Knopf.
Maybe a frustration foul there.
Noah Top will step to the line.
First and team's second.
Now the foul is against number 14.
Yeah.
That would be Russell Lenhart. Excuse me there. Fort Loramie will have the basketball.
Back into the game for Fort Loramie, number 11, Alex Bergman.
PA said it was on Top, right?
I originally said Top,
Okay.
but it's against Lenhart.
Yep.
Here comes Maurer. Now Gasson.
A lot of action going on down there
Well, they
on the
can't-
blocks.
They can't make that third pass, and I think there's been a turnover almost every time as Heitkamp puts it up. Shot no good, and here come the Trojans. Paul. Ooh, that's going to be a charge.
It's going to be Paul's second, team third here of the second quarter.
Botkins, number 2, Rylan Paul, is his second and team's third.
Tucker Holzkamp's going to come in. We saw him in the junior varsity contest. Paul will pick up his second, so the Trojans got Meyer and Paul on the bench with 2 fouls each.
Yeah.
We've got 6 minutes to go in the half. Long distance pass, and it's going to be a turnover just a little bit too far. Alex Berger trying to track that one down.
Loramie now 10 turnovers. Got a 1-3-1 full court press by the Redskins.
Trojans, they adapt to it quite well as Herzog gets the shot. Up court quickly. Shot no good inside by Knopf on the break. Herzog. And ball is loose. And boy,
A lot of collision going on down there.
a collision that when occurred there, no foul called. Not that you got to call it every time, but Botkins will have the basketball and will inbound it. Carter Eileman comes in. Eli Pitts, 0 will come into the game, 5'11" freshman. And Holzkamp, he'll draw the foul. That's on Gasson.
That foul called Fort Loramie's number 30, Eli Heitkamp. That's his first and team's first.
They'll toss it into Herzog. Goes inside the lane. And
Who are they going to get? 30, 2 quick
That foul
ones.
called Fort Loramie's number 30, Eli Heitkamp. That's his second and team's second.
so Herzog will step to the free throw line. 3 out of 5 at the line.
At the line for the Trojans, number 24, Jordan Herzog. Checking in for Fort Loramie, number 32, AJ Siegel.
Herzog is a very experienced basketball player. Seen a lot of playing time over the last 3 years, the varsity level. Herzog has. Those are the kind that give you a good foundation.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of senior leadership out there. Has been in just about every situation that you can think of as the charge goes against Fort Loramie.
That's Mauer's second.
So the Trojans will inbound it. Dosick, he'll take his time. Lenhart rolls to the hoop. Herzog has it out front. Holzkamp will pull up on the baseline, back out to Dosick for an open shot, no good. Lenhart will save it. Holzkamp will get it. Dosick somehow comes up with it. Herzog wants to move into the lane, and he's going to be fouled before he gets a shot off.
I think we're going to get Carter Gasson.
Just very impressed with Jordan Herzog's play here tonight.
Yeah.
Inbound to Herzog. Dosick over to the left side. Now Holzkamp will have it. Ball almost tipped away. It is by Gasson. Here we got a breakaway for the Redskins. Up and in.
First bucket of the year.
A.J. Siegel gets the first bucket with 4:32 to go.
There's going to be another turnover on the Trojans.
Ball will go out of bounds. Fort Loramie will have it.
Botkins now with 4 turnovers in the game. Don't get trapped.
Holzkamp will draw the whistle as Meyer will come off the bench.
Substitution into the game for Botkins, number 3, J.J. Meyer.
And Botkins will take a full timeout. 4:22 to go. First half, our timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Break in the action. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. And we're in the second quarter. It's 21-4. Botkins with the big lead over Fort Loramie in the season opener for the Redskins, and obviously the first Shelby County Athletic League game of the season for these two teams. Carter Gasson out front. J.J. Meyer back into the lineup. He drew a couple of quick fouls early on. Maurer out front. Kemper as they try to. Fort Loramie just trying to settle down.
Yes. There's a turnover, another turnover. 12 now on the Redskins.
Lenhart back over to Herzog. Outside Meyer. Shot no good. Ty Kemper with a rebound. Maurer tries to make a move inside. Off balance shot. And that's going to be off Kemper.
Fort Loramie 1 for 10 from the field.
Dosick across the timeline. Botkins is developing scoring strength throughout the lineup.
Yeah, they are.
You know, you look at Dosick and you go, he's the guy you need to stop. Well, you stop him or slow him down, and there's some other guys that have been able to score. As Meyer goes inside, he tosses it out of bounds, or at least so far this season. It's very early, but.
Yeah, Dosick 21 points a game. Paul's 14.5. Myers 7.5. Koenig's 5.5. Lenhart's 12. Herzog's 8. I mean, it's pretty balanced scoring.
Of course, in the Shelby County Athletic League, it'll be interesting. Well, obviously, Rushi, state finalist a year ago, one of the big dogs this season again in the SCAL, with a great core of returning players. But
Kemper picks up foul number 2.
Grant Flora will come into the game here in a moment for Rushi, as will, I believe that's number 33, Spencer Knopf.
Substitution
for Fort Loramie.
For the Trojans, number 34, Grant Flora. And for the Redskins,
Flora had
number 33,
4
Spencer
points there in
Goff.
that first quarter off the
Number
bench.
32, A.J. Siegel.
A.J. Siegel back also into the Fort Loramie lineup. Noah Top will connect. His first point of the night. Maurer working against Dosick. Maurer goes to the left side. They get it to Knopf. Or rather, excuse me, Siegel. There's the pass inside. This time there's going to be a foul as they get it into Spencer Knopf, and he'll go to the free throw line.
34, Grant Flora, that's his first and team's fifth. Putting Fort Loramie into the two-shot bonus. Number 33, Spencer Goff.
Free throw a little bit short.
Loramie now 2 for 3 from the line.
Second free throw gets the roll home. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here first half. Both teams with 5 fouls already, so everybody's shooting on the fouls. Back over to the left side, we've got a foul inside. It's going to be on 34.
Botkins, number 34, Grant Flora, that's his second.
Holzkamp will come in and Flora will go out.
2 quick ones there on Grant.
Alex Berger inbounds it. A.J. Siegel with the basketball. Back over to Maurer. Across the timeline. Under 2 minutes to go in that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. There's a good one. Max Maurer. Nice move, nice bucket. 22-7.
He's got 4 points now.
Top. Over to Dosick. He'll shoot the three. It's too hard. Rebound. Carter Eilerman. Here come the Redskins. See if they can put together back-to-back possessions here on offense.
Get a run going here before halftime.
Make this an interesting contest. Eli Pitts off the Botkins bench. Siegel on the baseline. Wild shot. Fort Loramie wanted a foul. Dosick will bring it down court. Oh, he's going to be called for travel.
Substitution back into the game for the Trojans. Number 0, Eli Pitts.
Eli
Checking
Pitts
in
will
for the
come in.
Redskins, number 30, Eli Heitkamp.
And Eli Heitkamp. So a couple of freshmen off the bench for both these two teams. Heitkamp will have the basketball. Trying to clear it out, working up against another freshman in Pitts. Siegel to the right side, Dosick on him. Eilerman makes a move inside, shot no good, rebound. Comes down to the top, but he throws it away, and Holzkamp will collide with Heitkamp, and that's going to put Eli Heitkamp at the free throw line for Fort Loramie.
Holzkamp, that's his second. At the line shooting 2 for the Redskins. Number 30,
Holzkamp's
Eli
second.
Heitkamp.
Off the bench comes Carter Gasson as Eli Heitkamp will shoot the free throws.
He's the 4th Botkins player with 2 fouls here in the first half.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 14, Russell Lenhart.
Lenhart returns to the Botkins lineup. Second free throw rolls home.
First varsity points
Back into
for
the
Eli
game for the
Heitkamp.
Redskins, number 34,
Carter Gasson will
Carter
come
Gasson.
back in. Heitkamp will go out, and Gasson will pick up Dosick at midcourt. First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 22-9 our score. Botkins with the lead. Clock counting down. 35 seconds plus to go. First half action here on NK Telco Sports. Herzog. It's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Fort Loramie.
That foul's called
Yeah,
Fort
that'll be
Loramie's number
Spencer.
33, Spencer Goff. That's his first.
Phelps first. And, of course,
At the line, shooting
shoot
two.
two.
Trojans, number 1.
That's going to put Dosick at the line. Dosick, honorable mention, Shelby County Athletic League as a sophomore a year ago.
Redskins, number 21, Max Maurer. And number 40, Ty Kemper.
Dosick was 5 of 6 in those first 2 games. Now 6 of 7.
He'll connect on the second free throw. 24-9 our score. And you can see the clock counting down. Maurer all the way back over to Knopf. Gasson will shoot the 3. Good look, and he'll hit it.
Gaston.
Up court, Lenhart. 17-footer shot short. Top almost made a great rebound and put back. But that's going to end our first half of play as Fort Loramie showing a little bit of offensive life here near the end of the second quarter. Our score, Botkins 24, Fort Loramie 12. You are watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Back here at the Botkins Athletic Complex, Trojans with a 24-12 lead, and Trojans were threatening to run away with this one,
they
Craig,
were.
and Fort Loramie, fortunately for them, found a little bit of offense at the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, Botkins' largest lead was 19 points. I think it was 21-2, and then Fort Loramie went on a 10-3 run. Some quick stats here in the first half. Russell Leonard led Botkins with 7 points. Jordan Herzog and Rylan Paul both had 5. Grant Flora had 4. Colin Dosick had 2, and Noah Top had 1. For Fort Loramie, Max Maurer had 4. Eli Heitkamp 2. AJ Siegel 2. Spencer Nuff 1. Carter Gasson 3 for their 12. 24-12. Shooting-wise, Botkins was 8 of 16 from 2, 1 of 8 from 3, 9 of 24 overall for 38%. They were 5 of 8 from the line. Fort Loramie was 2 of 10 from 2, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 15 for 20% overall. They were 5 of 6 from the line. Rebound-wise, Botkins with a large 14-7 lead there in rebounds and turnover, and this is what doomed Loramie there in that first quarter. They had 12 turnovers, 8 of them there in the first quarter. Botkins only had 7.
And our halftime statistics all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And actually 16-2, the score after 1 quarter of play. And as you said, 21-2, a 19-point lead. Fort Loramie, as they begin this quarter number 3, almost have to be thankful that they're only down by 12.
Yeah, they're still in the game. I mean, they got to hit more shots. They only shot 20%.
Yeah, 3 buckets and a half is going to have to get a little bit more offense. Let's see how this second half develops. Berger with the shot.
There's a good start.
There we go. Alex Berger knocks it home, and suddenly the Lead is 9 points. And
his first 3 points.
Herzog to the baseline. Nice move. Oh, he tosses it to Dosick for 3, and he hits it. I thought Herzog had a layup.
So did I.
Colin Dosick knocks the 3 down, though. He's got 5 points. 27-15. Gasson with the basketball. Wants to move inside. Tries to take that step inside. And let's see who that foul. It might be on Herzog. Yep. Herzog had his foot out there, so I figured he would draw the personal, and he does. That's his second. And Carter Gasson will step to the free throw line.
Gasson had 3 points there in the first half. Hit that long 3.
He'll connect on the free throw. 27-16 our score. Ten-point ball game. Dosick will bring it up court. Paul is open. He'll shoot it. No good. Gasson with a rebound. Paul had a pretty good look at that one, but it doesn't go as Gasson goes into the lane. He'll draw the foul, and that's going to be on, I think that's going to be on Herzog. Let's see. Either one is going to be 3.
2 quick ones on Herzog.
Back to the line for the Redskins, number 34, Carter Gasson.
Herzog went up, and Gasson took the shot, so call definitely goes against Herzog as Gasson goes to the line. Flora will come off the bench. And, of course, Botkins playing without Colton Kleiman, a senior who had a torn meniscus, who's had surgery and will be coming back in a couple of weeks. A big presence inside, so free throw off target, rebound to Paul. Here comes Dosick. Dosick back over to Paul. Meyer in the wing. He'll get the pass from Paul. Shot no good. Rebound to come down to Alex Berger. Berger will get it to the left side and Gasson. Gasson looks inside. Knopf and Lenhart battling it out.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of bumping going on down there.
Inside the lane is Maurer, but there's nowhere to go. Back out to Berger, and he'll get the roll. Alex Berger was very, very quiet in the first half.
He never took a shot. Now he's 2 for 2 on threes.
Dosick 4-3. Tell you, Colin Dosick, he can hit some big shots for these Trojans. 30-20, 10-point lead. Maurer with the basketball. Fort Loramie, though, getting untracked on offense. We saw it at the end of the second quarter, now here in the third quarter. Thanks to Alex Berger. Out front is Kemper. They'll go left side. There's Berger. Not this time. Ball goes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Max Maurer.
That's Maurer's third, team first.
Dosick. There's Paul. He'll take it inside for the layup. Boy, a defensive lapse by Fort Loramie. I think they get caught in switching defenses.
Yeah.
And Grant Flora comes up with a big bucket. Maurer fires it inside for Knopf. Now Botkins will turn it over. Play getting ragged. Knopf drives inside and drops it home.
Knopf now with 3 points.
They're going to go into a 1-3-1 defense. Dosick just short on it. Paul gets it. Meyer back over to Paul. Boy, Dosick looking at that 1-3-1. I don't think anybody on the Trojans would be afraid to shoot the three. Dosick shot no good. Lenhart will get it back out to Meyer. Meyer thinks about it, but gets it out to Lenhart. Dosick right side. Meyer puts it in the corner to Paul. Paul looks inside. Coach Phil Groves shouting instructions to his team. Clock at 4:20 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Pass goes over to Flora. Nice feed inside.
Nice pass.
And Paul scores, but what a big assist by Grant Flora.
Paul now with 7 points.
Timeout, Fort Loramie. Tell you, Grant Flora made a beautiful pass to Paul there, and the lead goes back up to 12 for Botkins. Timeout, Saul, brought to you by Precision Strip. I'd like to remind you that replays of tonight's contest will be on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app, channel 154, December the 11th at 6 p.m. You can also see it on channel 158 at the same time, December 11th at 6 p.m., channel 3 and or 503, December 22nd at 6 p.m., December 23rd at 8 p.m., and you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
Trojans 4 for 8 starting the third quarter. Redskins are 2 of 4.
Homecoming night here at Botkins. Noisy place as it always is. Eli Heitkamp will handle it. The freshman brings it across for Fort Loramie inside the lane. Gets it back out to Berger. Berger's been the big threat here in quarter number 3 for Fort Loramie. Heitkamp with it. Berger hit a couple of threes. Kemper back over to Berger. Paul is guarding him. Kemper looking inside for now. Outside, there's Maurer, no good. Knopf off the glass, up and in. Big, strong kid, Spencer Knopf, and he gets the rebound, and it's a 10-point Botkins lead. Dosick, left side Meyer. Flora has it in the corner. He'll move inside, and he'll draw the foul.
I think they're going to get
Maurer.
Fourth.
It's going to be on Maurer, and Carter Gasson will come off the bench. Maurer picks up foul number 4, and
at the line for the Trojans,
Grant Flora.
Flora so far 6 points off the bench.
Flora will shoot the free throws. Noah Top will come in for Botkins, as will Carter Gasson for Fort Loramie. Flora misses the free throw.
It's his first attempts of the year.
Into the game for Fort Loramie with 34, Carter Gasson. And back in for the Trojans, number 23, Noah Top.
Second free throw, nothing but net. 35-24, an 11-point Botkins lead on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins will apply the pressure. Top will guard against Berger. Berger, almost the steal by Flora.
It's going to be his third foul.
That foul's going to Botkins, number 34, Grant Flora. That's his third and team's third.
So we got Herzog on the bench.
Yeah, Herzog with 3, Flora with 3.
A little bit of foul trouble here for Botkins. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Eli Heitkamp with it. Of course, Maurer also on the bench. He's got 4 for Fort Loramie. Out front, Heitkamp, he's open. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes to Berger. He's going to try and put it up and in, and he does. Alex Berger, a 6'2 senior, makes it 35-26. Dosick back over to Lenhart. Lenhart into the lane. Short jumper is good. Nice move by Lenhart.
He's got 9 now. First 2 the second half.
So charge will go against Fort Loramie from Gasson.
He put that shoulder down and leaned into him. It's going to get called every time.
That's his second, and team's third.
2 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. You just see every once in a while Fort Loramie looks like they're finally picking up that momentum, and they can't quite get over a turnover or a missed shot or something doesn't go their way, I guess you would say. Knopf will draw the foul inside.
That's his second, team fourth.
So we're in the third quarter here with 2:08 to go. And the two teams, well, Botkins now has 3 fouls. Fort Loramie has 4, so Botkins will shoot on the next Fort Loramie foul. Paul back over to Flora. Dosick wants to get into the lane. Feeds it to Lenhart. Lenhart tries to dump it back to Flora.
Yep, another turnover. Botkins, 9 now. I thought maybe at first it might have hit off Fort Loramie's. I think it was 33 was down there, right between his legs.
I think it ended up going right off Flora's foot.
Yeah.
Berger. Yeah, there's a turnover. Miscommunication. Paul takes it in a little bit short, but he's going to be fouled. 1:44 and the clock stops.
That foul's from Fort Loramie's number 34, Carter Gasson. That's his third.
Gasson's third. Team fifth, so Botkins shooting 2 now. The rest of the quarter.
Minute 44 to go in that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Third quarter action. A.J. Siegel will check in for Fort Loramie.
Substitution into the game for the Redskins, number 32, A.J. Siegel.
First 2 games, Paul was 8 of 12 from the line for 67%.
Second free throw is good. And Botkins gets that lead back up to 13.
Yep.
Gasson. Dosick on him. Now Berger, there's the steal. Dosick can do that so well. He'll put it up and in, and the lead goes to 15. Dosick. Not that time. Close, though. Dosick reached around. I think he would say, I hit the basketball, but he might have hit a little bit of arm that time. But his quickness on defense with that Botkins pressure, that is excellent.
Yes, that's amazing how, like, here comes the trap again.
Gasson. Off balance shot, hits the edge of the backboard. Paul up court. Oh, what a move. What a move by Paul, and the lead goes to 17. Made that little move inside and then went right. And the defense was back, but he made it work. Paul with the steal. This is the game the Trojans like to play right here.
Coach
Flora.
Push it.
Dosick. Lenhart, but Top will come down with it. Top, he'll shoot the 3.
Flora picked up number 4.
Flora picks up his 4th with 32 seconds. Herzog will come back into the lineup as Flora picks up his 4th.
At the line is number 40, Ty Kemper.
Flora's got to get back out on the court.
Wonder what was going on there, but yeah.
They don't. 2 shots. They don't sub until after the first one. Ty Kemper at the line, the 6'3" junior. Off target on his first free throw. Now Herzog comes in. Herzog back in.
First half, Loramie was 5 of 6 from the line. Here in the third quarter, only 2 for 4.
Kemper connects. Heitkamp will come back in.
For the Redskins, number 30, Eli Heitkamp.
Dosick. Botkins really went on a run here near the end of this quarter with that defense, creating turnovers, getting good shots. And let's see if they can do it on another possession. Herzog puts it up and in.
Nice control.
They stepped aside from the defender, even though the defender went to the floor. Ball is tipped away. It's going to be an easy layup for Dosick. Right there is the name of the Botkins game.
Yep.
And that's going to end that third quarter. And the lead, there it is, Greg.
Yeah.
It's back up to 20. Hard to believe. Botkins 47, Fort Loramie 27. You're watching high school basketball on MK Telco Sports.
Botkins will start the fourth quarter with basketball.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
What an exciting third quarter of play. Fort Loramie looked like they were going to cut into, well, they did cut into the lead. They got it to 9.
Yeah.
But what a run at the end of that quarter by Botkins.
Loramie back in that 1-3-1 zone.
Dosick, there's Paul, back over to Dosick. Out front, Myers will shoot the 3. Shot doesn't go, tip inside. Paul has it, puts it up, and it'll come down to Alex Berger, but they'll lose it. Paul back over to Dosick, goes behind the arc, and they'll set it right back up. Lenhart, right side. Paul to the hoop. Kind of got their small lineup out there right now. There's Dosick to shoot it. Doesn't go. Ball is going to go Fort Loramie's way.
There in that third quarter, Botkins was 7 of 9 from 2, only 2 of 7 from 3. Overall, that's 9 for 16. That's better than 50%.
And the turnovers undoubtedly got to be haunting Fort Loramie.
5-2, Loramie had 5.
They were all in the backcourt, and that led to a couple of easy buckets.
It's that Botkins quickness. They get that trap like they got right now. You can't get in the corner and get trapped like that.
Got to move the basketball, move it quickly.
I mean, their guards aren't big, but their quickness takes over for that.
Gasson, Meyer on him. Gasson, there's the steal.
Another one.
Dosick. Boy, Dosick just creating so many turnovers on defense.
He's up to 14 now.
Just like, seemed like he hardly had any, and now he's at 14.
Yeah.
Maurer, Dosick.
10 there in the third quarter.
10 in the third quarter. Maurer, Herzog comes out. Defense excellent by Botkins. Back over to the corner. There's Berger.
That's a tough shot.
Alex Berger.
He's got 11 now.
He's had all those here in the second half, too. 19-point Botkins lead. Staying in that zone, so Meyer will shoot over it and hit it. J.J. Meyer,
first points of the game.
Up court quickly, Berger, ball partially blocked. Paul fires it over to Dosick. On the run, the 3, shot no good. Herzog had a hand on it, so did Berger, but Carter Gasson gets the rebound. There's the steal. Dosick going all the way in.
Mauer's going to be gone.
That's an intentional foul, I believe. So now, will they count the basket?
I think
they
did.
will. They will count the basket, and that means also that Botkins will have the basketball. So it goes to Lenhart, shot blocked by Kemper on the line, and Fort Loramie will have it. A little bit of frustration on the part of Fort Loramie.
Yeah.
Maurer fouls out. A little over 5 minutes to go. Well, I tell you, Dosick, just a outstanding defensive game. Heitkamp with it. He tries to take it inside, and foul should be on Lenhart.
Yep, that'll be his second, team first.
Number 14, Russell Lenhart, as his second, and team first.
Free throw is good by Heitkamp.
Checking back in for the Redskins, number 32, A.J. Siegel.
Eli Heitkamp has 3 points. Noah Top will come off the bench as Lenhart will go out.
Heitkamp with 3 points now, all from the line.
The rebound is going to be a jump ball. Carter Eilerman comes back in. Heitkamp ready to inbound it. Gets it to Kemper. Heitkamp in the corner. He'll get the ball but lose it out of bounds. That play just needed to happen faster.
Yes. Very slow reaction.
Because Heitkamp probably would have had a shot there. Dosick into the lane, back over to Meyer. Dosick off balance, shot is short. Kemper with a rebound. Berger. Over here to Siegel. Siegel working on Meyer.
Oh, there's going to be another turnover. 5 already here in the fourth quarter. 22 for the game for Fort Loramie. Number one key, take care of that ball, limit turnovers.
There's Dosick, he'll score.
Heitkamp's third.
Substitutes for Fort Loramie. Gasson will return, as does Knopf. As Dosick, he's got 18. Going to add to that total here in a moment, and he does.
17 points here in the second half for him.
Eli Pitts will come in for Meyer. There's the feed. Paul puts it up and in. Herzog with the assist. There really wasn't much defensive pressure. That ball just went in a space where no one was at, except for Botkins. Back out to Gasson, 15-footer. Shot no good. Top with a rebound. He'll get it out to Pitts. Pitts up to Herzog. He goes right to the baseline. Puts it up and in, but he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Nice move by the big man.
Botkins, they get that basketball there. They know exactly what they want to do and been very successful. Gasson with it. Herzog out on him. Berger for three. Shot no good. Rebound, Gasson. He's being pushed there by Dosick. foul will go against Colin Dosick. That'll be his third.
Team second. His third.
3 minutes, 49 seconds to play in this one as Gasson goes to the line. Looking to find point number 7 on this free throw.
Now 2 for 5 from the line.
Second free throw, a little bit short. Dosick with a rebound. Straight into the lane, dumps it off the top. Timeout Fort Loramie. Breaking the action, 3:41 to go. Our score, Botkins 61, Fort Loramie 31. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Fort Loramie with the basketball after the timeout. All timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. Ball goes inside to Knopf. Shot no good.
Get him over the back.
And Grant Flora. Knopf with his third. Dosick with the basketball. Fort Loramie going to play it straight up, man to man. Ball to the right side and top. Top back out front to Flora. Clock coming up on 3 minutes. There's Paul trying to get it to Flora. Flora trying to make his move, but he'll dish it back out to Paul. Dosick back out front, Ball. Here's Eli Pitts. Dosick now with it. Ooh. Top. Here comes Pitts, puts it up and in, but foul is going to be on Fort Loramie, and that was before he shot the basketball. And
A.J. Siegel picked up the foul.
So we got substitutes.
Coach Groves empty the bench.
Lots of substitutes.
Number 45, Eli Berger.
Fort Loramie's Eli Berger will come in. James Steinke, number 21, will come in for Flora, who gets a pat on the back from head coach Phil Groves. Flora did a nice job tonight.
7 points off the bench.
They'll toss it into Steinke. Tucker Holzkamp also in the lineup, as is Carson Brown and Corey Caney. We all saw them in the junior varsity contest won by Fort Loramie earlier tonight. And all heard live here on NK Telco Sports. Steinke takes the ball inside. He'll put it up.
They'll get him for a charge.
As Alex Berger got himself in position. More substitutes headed into tonight's game. Going to have to pull a different roster out now.
43, Aiden Berman. Number 53, Caleb Bergman. 54, Chase Ruenkamp.
All sorts of newcomers in the lineup for Fort Loramie. Jace Ruenkamp is number 54. And those are a lot of numbers we simply do not have. With the basketball, Fort Loramie, Ruin Camp out front. Jump shot, Ruin Camp, and he'll connect.
Ruin Camp.
Shot no good by Koenig. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Botkins. Minute 36 to go in this one on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Koenig will have it. Carson Brown, now Steinke. Back over to Pitts. Botkins just running their offense. Taking time off the clock. Koenig back over to Holzkamp. Impressive win for Botkins as they will move to 3-0 and more importantly 1-0 in Shelby County Athletic League action with the win here tonight. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Fort Loramie basketball. Tough opener for Fort Loramie.
Yeah.
But as we noted at the very beginning of our broadcast, Fort Loramie returns no letter winners.
Yep, no letter winners.
And that's a tough task. Got some good experience here tonight. Hopefully they can learn from it. They always say that the greatest improvement can come from the opening game to game number 2. So to see what happens for the Redskins.
And the line for the Redskins, number 53, Caleb Bergman.
Caleb Bergman, number 53. He'll step to the line. And he'll connect.
He was number 35 in the JV game.
Second free throw a little bit short. Clock coming down to its final 30 seconds. Pitts back out front to Brown, over to the right side, and Steinke. Trojans, like we said, just running their offense.
They move the ball well. Just quick, fast, crisp passes. Nice move.
He'll find the opening for the easy bucket. 63-34. Shot no good. A rebound comes down to Carson Brown. And that is the final score. Botkins 16 more points in the fourth quarter. And it's doubled them up in quarter number 4. And our final score 63-34. Fort Loramie with the loss in their opener to Shelby County Athletic League foe Botkins. Trojans with the big win as they continue their winning ways as they go to 3-0 on the season. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. I'll bring you tonight's game. Additional sponsors for tonight's game: Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwiedemann, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment Corporation, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM. I'll bring you tonight's contest. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Player of the game, which we'll announce here in just a minute or two, brought to you by NK Telco. And of course our halftime and post-game statistics all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. I'd like to also remind you that replays of tonight's varsity basketball action on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app. Channel 154 on December the 11th at 6 p.m. Channel 158 on December the 11th at 6 p.m. Channels 3 and 503 December 22nd at 6 p.m. and December 23rd at 8 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So big win for the Trojans. It was homecoming night. And just a note, Mulaney Maurer was the queen and J.J. Meyer was the king of the homecoming court here tonight. And on that court for the seniors tonight, Sarah Ivy and Reese Oslagi, Reagan McPherson and Rylan Paul, Chloe Pax and Parker Schnippel. That rounded out the seniors. The juniors tonight, Corey Koenig and Grace Gutman. The sophomores, Carson Huker and Cadence Riviera. Freshmen, Gage Feltz and Madison Loy. Junior high, Wesley Gutman and Briley Greavy. Student council reps tonight were Carson Brown and Lauren Munger. Kindergarten reps, Willow Bergman and Finn Russell. Had some great vocalists tonight. That all activity started about 5:30 tonight. Willow Bergman and Finn Russell did a fantastic, Grace Wiseman and Allison Gerstner. That's Grace Wiseman and Allison Gerstner did an absolutely phenomenal job with the vocals in the homecoming ceremonies, which took place before pretty much a full house before the junior varsity game here at Botkins. So it's a big night for the Botkins Trojans. Let's take a look at our numbers, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Greg Louth, what do they tell us?
Okay, first we'll take a look at the Fort Loramie Redskins, who saw the record go to 0-1. They were led in scoring by senior Alex Borger, had 11. Spencer Neff had 5. Carter Gasson had 5. Max Maurer had 4 before fouling out. Eli Heitkamp, freshman, 3 of 4 from the line for 3 points. A.J. Siegel had 2. The Ruhlenkamp boy from the JV, Chase Ruhlenkamp had 2. Ty Kemper had 1, and also Caleb Bergman had 1 for their 34. From the field, they shot 6 of 20 for 30% from 2. They were 4 of 12 for 33% from 3. 10 of 32 overall, 31%. So only 32 shots. You're not going to win very many games with shooting that. From the line, they were 10 of 18 for 56%. Overall, they had 23 turnovers. They had 12 in the first half, 11 in the second. On the rebounds, they had 6 offensive, 10 defensive for a total of 16. Now for the Botkins Trojans, who raised their record to 3-0. They were led by Colin Dosek with 19 points, 17 of those in the second half. Rylan Paul had 13. Russell Lenhart had 9. Grant Flora had 7 off the bench. Jordan Herzog had 7. Noah Top had 3. Tucker Hulskamp had 2. And J.J. Meyer had 3 for their 63. Shooting-wise, they were 21 of 33 for 64% from 2-point. A lot of those were steals and easy buckets there in the second half. From 3-point land, they were 4 of 19 for 21%. So overall, 25 of 52 from the field for 48%. They were 9 of 13 from the line for 69%. They had 11 total turnovers, so 23-11 the turnover margin. And unofficially, they had 11 offensive rebounds, 16 defensive rebounds for a total of 27. So they out-rebounded Fort Loramie, I should say, 27-16. So a very good night for the Botkins Trojans.
Yeah, take a look at those numbers, and a couple things just pop right off the board. 23 turnovers for Fort Loramie, number 1. And, of course, the number of shots
Yeah.
The Redskins were able to take
20 more shots.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
No.
32. And then you look at the percentage that Botkins shot in those 2-point field goals, 21 out of 33, which, as you watch the game, most of those were easy layups on steals in the backcourt, which was created by those 23 turnovers.
13 for 17 in the second half is what Botkins was from 2.
So, and the Trojans come away with a big win, 63-34. Player of the game brought to you by NK Telco. And
yeah, we'll go with that's a good one. Yeah,
I think we're going to go a little different direction because a couple of I know that Colin Dosick and Ryland Paul have already won player of the game, but the one senior came off the bench when Botkins had a little bit of foul trouble, and he did quite well, and that's Grant Flora. That's our player of the game.
He came in with only scored 3 points total on the season. He came off the bench when Herzog got in foul trouble, and he ended up with 7.
Yep, so Grant Flora is our player of the game tonight for the Botkins Trojans. Two teams will continue to move on. Botkins will face Jackson Center on Tuesday in their next game, and Fort Loramie will hit the road Tuesday to travel to Fort Recovery. So, and then they'll return to play another tough league opponent. They'll play at Jackson Center on December the 15th. That's going to do it for us. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Along with me tonight, Craig Louth. The final score 63-34. Botkins a winner over Fort Loramie. You have been watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.